Now then, as for the name, I like that it looks like they are including things that I was hoping they would include. I didn't see any reason for them to not include these systems. I just hoped it wasn't going to be some kind of almost, maybe not quite lofty's not the word, but essentially ideas that they may not be able to maintain. In that, so there's a couple of main aspects to this which I found really, really interesting when they were discussing it. It was in one of the sort of the dev chats that they did, a video they released ages ago that I found really, really interesting. So when your people die, they kind of beam down a new body, and so that you're resurrected. Now you can clone bodies that you've got, or you can use new bodies. So with these civilians, once you've got the technology, you can capture people, and you can basically send their bodies off to the vats. Incidentally, this is a police compound here, and this is where my infiltrator is being held. So I want to get my infiltrator back. So I'm sneaking in the back way. They've got a main gate to the compound here, which can be hacked, but of course you're not supposed to be in here. So as soon as you're caught, and walking through the front gate is a good way to get caught, you're going to get attacked. So I'm going to be sneaky for as much as possible. So yeah, you can capture people and basically send them off to your clone banks, and different people apparently may have different stats, and you may find a person with stats that are actually really, really beneficial to what you want. So you can, sort of capture their body and use their body for your agents. If you keep cloning it though, basically the bodies deteriorate, the clones deteriorate, and the stat bonuses start to degrade until eventually you are getting no stat bonuses. So you kind of, you've got to manage that, whether you keep using a body that you like for whatever reason and moving on to a different body. And I believe, sort of backers on the Kickstarter at various tiers, they've been able to submit names to get their persona, or kind of an avatar with their name on it inserted into the game. So if I were to find the character that I named, I can't remember, actually I think I've submitted the name, or I will do when prompted or something like that. If I were to find my character, I'd be going, hell yeah, that's my person, I want that person. I'm just keeping an eye on the patrols at the moment. There's these two guys that I want to keep an eye on. What I'm going to need to do is hack the terminal over yonder to shut the cameras down and just make it easier to infiltrate this place. So is that both those dudes gone off that way? I can't see them. Let's give this a shot. So I need to send my hacker over... So yeah, were I to find a character that I wanted, I would take that character and use them for my agents. That civilian, effectively. Or maybe it would be a soldier or whatever that I find. I would use them for my agents. But if I overused them, then there would be no real benefit to using them, and I'd have to find someone else. And this is all really interesting. So what they were saying was that because of this resurrection technology that the rich bastards have got, it's essentially immortality, in that, like you saw in the thing and like was explained. There we go, we're through here. Let's send our hacker in there. When the meat body dies, we'll just download you into a new body, and it's through a network of satellites that prototype acquired. Get to safety. Once the agent is out of danger, the prototypes will be safe. Carrying prototypes is my hacker. So let's get out of here. And I think a good way to get out of here is to head up this way. So as long as they've got access to this resurrection technology, he's coming along, I definitely need to be out of here. As long as you've got access to this satellite-based resurrection technology, you are in control. You are reigning, hence satellite rain. It's a lovely pun. The satellite rain, as in R-A-I-N, was an absolutely fabulous weapon from, I can't remember if it was in the original Syndicate, certainly it was in Syndicate Wars, and it was incredible. It was a sort of satellite it was rain from a satellite, where they would have these tungsten rods that they would just launch from a satellite and fire down onto the location that you specify. It was just a series of absolutely enormous, brutal explosions down in the areas. Fabulous stuff. I'll need to see if I can dig up a video and just sort of plonk it in.
Satellite rain. Selected.
So yes, Satellite Rain was a weapon in the original Syndicate games. He's going to rumble me. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here after all. Satellite Rain was a fabulous weapon in the original Syndicate games. I didn't think I'd be able to actually run past him. He hadn't spotted me, but I had no chance of getting past him. So there's, what, 2 people coming? Should be able to kill them easily enough. Cameras are back online. Right. Kill. So yeah, it was a weapon in the original Syndicate games. Cool, that's the soldiers taken care of. Let's put my guns away, hack the terminal, and escape. Oh shit. Run. I don't fancy shooting my way through all of that. So do they know where I am? They appear not to. I might have to get out the way I came in. This happened to me last time. I was on the verge of fighting my way out, and no, I had to double back. So yes, Satellite Rain, fabulous pun. Rain, R-A-I-N, was a weapon in the original game. R-E-I-G-N, ruling for what happens in the new game. I like it. Now then, the cameras are active, which is going to make getting out of here a little trickier, but if I run now, come on. There we are, and run that way. And looks like we're safe. I probably should have stealth killed him. Excellent work. Looks like the band's back together. That's a nice big penis in the background. On your way out, our agents also got their hands on a prototype weapon. It's up to you. You can either send it off to research and development and try and mass produce the weapon, or you can give it to one of your agents right away. Be warned, we only have one prototype. If your agents are killed in the field with that weapon, it could be tough getting our hands on another one. There we are, some machine pistol. So we'll go into mission control. Let's have a look at the loadout. Skills. My dudes have skill points available, level 1, or 1. Yeah, well there's a 1 there. So my dudes have leveled up. Cool, so I've got some skills to assign. Skill information, skills, purchase a skill level, yes. So, soldier. So what have we got? Health increases your maximum health and your health regeneration. Weapons specialist, damage output. Pack mule allows them to carry more gear. Okay. Hardwiring. Mechanical skills will allow the agent to rewire some objects in the environment. Rage. Pumping a concoction of chemicals through your agent's body allow... Is there an apostrophe there? I don't know. Get your shit together, Five Lives. I'm just joking. Pumping a concoction of chemicals through your agent's body allows the soldier lightning-fast reflexes. Should that not be grants the soldier lightning-fast reflexes and pinpoint accuracy for a short duration? The chemicals have a heavy toll in the body and can be only used in short bursts. Damage increased by 60% while active for 12 seconds. I like the sound of that. Draw fire. Cause enemies to focus their attacks on the soldier. Decreased damage received by 10% while ability is active. I also like the sound of that. That seems to play very much into the soldier for kind of specialising your agents. Harden. Decreased damage received. Ooh, slows you down though. Okay. Explosive specialist. Increase explosive damage by 5%. I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to give draw fire a shot. Let's go for that. And then you can level up further for a bigger boost. There we are. So our support agent. This is our support, isn't it? Yes. So again, we've got health, we've got weapon specialist, we've got pack meal, we've got the world scan that we've already got, but you can upgrade it for a bigger radius. Cost of purchasing info on scanned individuals reduced by 50%. Oh, okay. Field medic. Increase agent's health regen. Increase every agent's health. Nanobot ability heals 1.5 per second. I think I'm going to go with that because I like having a medicy type. Mark target. Cool. Increase the target's damage received by 25%. Team stims. Slow time to 50% normal rate. Cool, I'll be picking that one up soon. And leadership. Increases cooldown speed by 4% for all agents. Increase energy regen by 5% for everyone. And increase their max. Oh, those are like, that's looking cool, that's looking cool, that's looking cool. That could be handy, I suppose. But I'll start with the field medic. Like I said, it seems very easy at the moment to get overwhelmed. So just having a constant heal very much appeals to me. So, our hacker. So, high drone puppeteer master technician. So, yes, usual. Hacking up to level 2. I think I'll pick that up just to get a minimum hacking level 2. But we've also got, you can hijack people. Hijack the neural implants of other citizens, giving you full control of them. Upgrades allow more simultaneous hijacks and higher levels. Each hijacked person lowers your energy regeneration. Okay. Higher enemies require... Spelling mistake there. Require higher energy rates to maintain. So be wary of how many people you are hijacking. If you use more energy than you can produce, your hijacked slaves will not function properly, having slower reaction times and lowered weapon accuracy. Drone puppeteer. The right hemisphere of the agent's brain is removed and replaced with a series of wireless receivers coupled with advanced 7-core chipset technology. This allows the agent to control combat drones without losing any of their individual fighting skills. That sounds funky. Master technician. As the technical expert of the team, the hacker is able to subtly shift energy flows of laser weapons and shields to allow each to function at optimal performance levels. Increase laser damage by 10%, increase shield regeneration by 1 per second, and shields start regenerating quicker by 10%. Cool, so again, those all sound pretty funky, but I'm going to go with hacking just so that I'm able to hack level 2 items. There we go. And last but not least, the Infiltrator with that very funky Jin Kazama hood there. So, health, weapon specialist, pack mule, a melee attack. Silently attack enemies with katana, causes massive damage, instantly killing many enemies. With a sword. Guy killed me, Mal. Killed me with a sword. Cloak. A unique light-bending technology is woven into the agent's skin and clothing, again, apostrophe, allowing the agent to cloak for a short period of time, avoiding visual detection. Drains energy while in use. Sounds very nice. Master Assassin. Expert marksman training gives the agent the ability to fire knockback shots while equipped with a sniper rifle. The Infiltrator also gains the setup ability when using a sniper rifle, increasing damage output and range, so increase speed by 1, increase sniper damage by 20% while set up, increase sniper range by 15% while set up. Very nice. And Master Thief. Thief cast steal 15%. Allows the Infiltrator to utilize slip... Allows the Infiltrator to oh, for fuck's sake. Allows the Infiltrator to utilize zip lines around the city. The Infiltrator will search any facility entered for cash or anything to sell on the black market to help fund the mission. Now, I kind of feel like that should be the first one gotten, so that anytime I'm getting cash, I'm getting more. You know, the earlier you get it, the more effect it has, but I kind of don't want to... You know, there's 4 levels of that, and well, I get the cloak, although the cloak wasn't hugely useful for me last time, but it was only at level 1. I'll go for Master Thief. There we go. Everyone's upgraded. So research. We've got this machine pistol. So if we look at loadout. And so you can augment your agents with head, body, arms, legs. You can give them gear for equipment slots. See, you've got clones. Maximum health, health regen, Eddie Glaze. They've all got the same. Okay, so that must be the base. Headwear default. Okay. Skills, no, don't apply that. Skills we've just been to, so weapons. So the Lincoln P97, the pistol. Fire rate 3 per second, damage 3.25. I want to be looking at you. So, fire rate 9.1 per second, damage 2.75. But you had... Oh, fuck. Where's it gone? Where's? Uzi. The Lance sniper rifle. Nice big compensatory weapon there. Very, very nice. Where did my research? There. Why is that was appearing? Yeah, thank you. So 25 per second at 1.45. 25, 1.45. 25, 1.45. So it does about half as much damage, fires many times faster. Interesting. Let's give this some research. 0 out of 2. A brutal piece of armament. The Megatronic stabilizer allows for improved accuracy even with sustained higher rate of fire. So we put on a research on that. So it's going to take 14 minutes, I think. You can add and remove researchers, and it costs you more. Costs you more to research if you... Look at that, you see, so you research it faster, but it's going to cost you an awful lot more. So let's just leave that. It's already going to cost nearly $4,000 when I have 1,530. So what we want to do is start hacking some ATMs. So you got mission control, find fresh clones. So our new researcher friend says the cloning bays are back online. Clones allow replacement bodies for our agents, a somewhat brutal but necessary act if we are to succeed. Once you've scanned a civilian, you can select them and divert a small amount of resources to obtain a deeper scan, giving you information on their DNA traits. Please excuse the noise in the background. Yo-Yo, one of my chinchillas, is deciding to have some silly time. Once you have a target, use your hacker to hijack them and send them back for cloning. Your clones will degrade after each cloning procedure, so you'll need to acquire fresh resources to keep your agents at their peak. The markets are full of potential targets. Love it. Back, Project Satellite Rain. Back, District Downtown. Purchase agents. It's time to hit the downtown district. We are deep in the heart of the city, and it's the best place to get started. No one calls the cops around here, they're not that type of scum. The rich folks who slum here don't want to draw attention, and the folks who live and work here, well, they know what happens if they talk to the police. No one wants to draw heat to the local black market, no one wants to drag outside trouble to their favourite club, and no one wants to be the one who disrupts the natural order. Folks want to come here, have their fun, and get out. The Dracogenics' presence here is mostly a group called the Wyverns. They're mercs or gangsters, or gangers turned corpse sec, handling the dirty work in the downtown because Dracogenics proper can't be bothered. Okay, so generally marked out the best locations for setting up our relay beacons in the district. Get your agents out there and set those beacons up. So activate ping. There we are. We've got beacons to set up. And any... yes. So we should see my cash monies going down. So I'm researching the pistol. Yep, cash monies are going down. We're researching the pistol. We've got beacons to set up, and we've got pings set up. You can see them on the minimap for directing me to them, and I want to keep an eye out for ATMs I can hack for money, much like that one. And it used to be a big thing in Satellite Rain of wandering out into the street and getting run over, so let's just see what happens. I don't know if they've fixed the bug. They had a bug in the last alpha release where you basically got pinged up into the air if you were run over. I don't know if they've sorted that yet. So let's head on up here, hack this terminal, and get some cash monies incoming. So it doesn't look like there's any cops in the way, in the area. And I'm out of sight of that security terminal. There we are. Siphon program installed. And we've auto-saved again. Thank you very much. So that's a beacon right there. So let's just... How do I get over there? Their pathfinding seems to be quite reasonable. They seem to basically know how to get to a place if you click on it, which is good. So just head on over there, chaps. Chaps and chapettes. So nanobot heal on N. Now that's greyed out, presumably because... oh no. Oh, it requires energy and I didn't have energy. Oh, we've got some spare change people here. And you've now got the draw fire on D. Some of the keybinds on these skills look funny, but then given the number of skills that are going to be available, I don't know if I see much of a way around that. We've got another ATM over there, thank you very much. Gonna hack that. Oh god, money. I do have everyone selected, don't I? Yes. It'd be nice to get their movement speed up a bit. Increase this energy regen or something. So we've got Dracogenics over here. Oh, a Dracogenics compound, I see. Don't know what benefit there is to going in there, other than getting my ass kicked. Now, we've got the Popos here. I think they would not be happy to see me hacking into an ATM, so let's just let them go around the corner. Please. Popos, go away. Good Popos. Go hacker. There we are. So yeah, this... I'm very much looking forward to this game. I hope the game lives up to my own personal hype. I'm kind of not too ashamed to say I backed this on Kickstarter at a level that was much higher than I would ordinarily back a game or spend on a game. That's a level 3 one, I can't get that yet. Where are my dudes? Where are my folks? There they are. And I'm heading over here. Because, well, it was partly nostalgia. I mean, well, then it wasn't quite nostalgia because I'd recently played Syndicate Wars, and it's still a fantastic game. I still absolutely loved it. And I wanted to see a new game come out that kind of did something along those lines. And I just really wanted it to succeed. And I felt like this is going to be the game that I kind of go almost all in on as far as my own personal levels of desired commitment go. So I want this game to work. I'm pleased with it so far. I hope I get a long time out of it. This is fantastic. So I'm pleased to see that it is entering a more public release. It's entering a beta build. It's shortly going to be coming out of early access. I'm pleased, and I'm glad it's happening, and I want to jump on it, and I want to get videos out there because I want to give this game some exposure. And I've lost my people again. I've hacked that one, yes. And I want this game to hopefully give my channel some exposure. My channel's very small at the moment, and I would very much like to grow my viewer base, grow my subscribers, grow my videos. So I'm hoping that if I get on board the satellite rain train, that I will get some benefit from that. Hopefully you enjoy watching my videos. Hopefully you feel like you want to check out my other stuff. Currently I'm playing, sorry, I'm waffling while I look for more ATMs, there's one. Currently on my channel I'm playing Driver San Francisco, which is a good 4-year-old game, and I'm playing Resident Evil 2, which is a good 17-year-old game, so I'm really not up on things. It's partly because I just wanted to play those games, and partly because I don't often feel like I can play very modern games because of my aforementioned crusty old PC, which is shortly to be changing. As well as those two games, what am I doing? I've got a co-op game, essentially, running of the original XCOM game, UFO Enemy Unknown, or XCOM UFO Defense, depending where you're from. The original 1994 classic. I've got that going with Yeti from his channel. He's got a much bigger channel than me. He's basically taught me everything I know. I rip him off shamelessly. Sorry, but it's true. So we share that game. You know, he does an episode, then I do an episode, then he and I. And we swap back and forth, and that's a ton of fun. I really enjoy it. So that's what else I do. I'm kind of happy keeping just a couple of games running at any one time, so I don't quite know how I'm going to fit things in now that I'm going to be covering Satellite Rain. I'm probably going to give focus to Satellite Rain, being it's the new thing, and I'm hoping that it will kind of boost my channel. You know, as much fun as Driver San Francisco and Resident Evil 2 are, as fantastic games as they are, you know, they're not exactly drawing in people, although I've got a lot to learn with regards naming and describing and tagging my games. It looks like the coast is clear, so whoa. That... Now, see, I might need to hack the camera. I'll see how it goes. Come on. And now the police are coming.